Okay.
But I don't want to I don't want to stop trying naturally.
Okay.
Because I felt like before I had Nova,
drama. Guys, this episode is wild. But you know me, I will start from the beginning, from the very beginning. Like what happened. So opening scene first. You know what happened last time at Ife, at the King's Palace. But we're not going to talk about it though, because hotter ones are there in front. So it opened scene, this episode 10. The opening scene was with Faith and her son and her mom and a friend, something like that. They were having a sit down in Faith's house. Guys, the level of security in front of Kate's house, wonderful thing. I don't understand. Who is she running from, or who is pursuing her? The security was this tight. It was almost like it's a minister's house or something. But maybe after we saw how she exposed her fleet of cars on Instagram, maybe they are securing her cars for her or something, because she has just one child. I don't know why she would need all that amount of security, but that's her business. But we love it. Yeah, we saw her sitting. She was just talking to her son, and then at one point it seems like she turned and asked her mom something. And her mom is a very religious woman, as we saw. She was trying to just wanted to start preaching the gospel. And Faith was like, "Mommy, I beg, this is not the time. We're not in church today." But Faith, you could have let her talk. I want to hear what mommy had to say. Like, she not even finished the sentence. So why would you ask your mom to say something and then she wants to preach? That's what she knows now. You can only say what you know. You cannot say what you don't know. So that was just the scene. She was just having a good time conversing with her mom and her son. And then the next scene, the second scene was, we saw Tiana and Tenor, and Tenor's father. You know, Tiana has 3 baby daddies, right? I'm hoping I'm right. If I'm not right, please correct me in the comment section. Oh no, I comment, say what you want to say. And so this is Tenor's father. You know Tenor now. Tenor is Tiana's son. So they were going to a football game, or they want him to join a football club, or they want him to play football, something like that. And this baby daddy he's quite young, with all the tattoos and the dreads.
that when you come around,
I would not really see Tiana with somebody like that per se, but we don't know. I've not even seen him with anybody, because even the guy he's married to right now, he's wearing mask. So Kilo Shelle, what's my own? All I know is that they were doing, like, the relationship is good, like they are mature enough to hold a to be parenting Tenor very well. Everybody respects everybody, and she was appreciating the baby daddy. Like, thank you for, accepting my other children, being cordial with my husband, my present husband, and everything. So it was okay. It was okay. And there was one part that the husband was trying to explain something further. And it was almost like Tiana was not, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much, but he was trying to explain something. It was like Tiana was not with him, and Tiana did not want any more of the conversation, and she just said thank you and tried to end the something like that. Guys, I like drama, so I'll be seeing things that people will not see. And Tiana was like, don't talk. When a guy has, because he was calm, not talking too much, and all of a sudden when something was being brought up, like was even brought up. Okay, I think the guy was like, I've been telling you I want to take him to America or to Europe to play for Chelsea, to play for all these big teams, and Tiana has been refusing. Of course, she has her reasons why she's been refusing. You cannot just take her she said that the child was 7 years old, and you cannot just take a 7-year-old to America. And from how I see the father, I don't know if he's too, in fact, I don't want to get to say things. You know me, my mouth will be running anyhow. But I mean, I understand with her. Like, Tenor was 7 when he wanted to take Tenor, and Tenor was not having it. And even though he's 9, for me, he's still a child. He needs to be by the mom or something. I don't know. And Tiana cannot leave everything she's doing to go. So Tiana, they were trying to argue or maybe talk about it, and Tiana was not having it. Tiana just ended the conversation. She don't want disgrace for camera. I don't know. In fact, I don't know. Well, that was that episode. So, and this baby daddy, he's handsome. He's very handsome. Looks very young, handsome. Like, still having his time, doing his thing, but he kind of come out like somebody that can be very maybe childish or too much. you know, I don't want to read into anything. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section. And then the next episode or the next scene, next scene, we saw where Chioma, Tanya, and IYABO were in Dr. Rume's office. It's like Dr. Rume sent them an invitation to come and visit his space. And yeah, they started talking about what happened. And then Tanya was having like a small misunderstanding with Dr. Rume. So she was like, well, I'm not going to sit here and talk with you why I have this sort of resentment or this animosity towards you. Like, we did not start up on a good foot. So she kind of said her gift, the complaint was the gift basket at Dr. Rume's event. You remember the Botox event? The gift basket had a fake lip gloss, or I don't know if they were expired, or the person that assembled the gift basket just put fake makeup products there. So it's like Tanya said it out loud, and then it got to Dr. Rume's ears or whatsoever. And you know, so Tanya was like, my pardon, I'm sorry, maybe the person, it's not your fault entirely. Maybe the person that made the gift basket was not really thinking of what she's putting, like checking if the things are expired or whatsoever. So she apologized, and Dr. Remy, they move on from there. And then we got to where Dr. Remy was asking how the visit to the kingdom was, to Ile Ife, yes, to the king's palace. And they were trying to narrate what happened, you know. So Chioma and Tanya, they actually got up and was trying to act like, you know, like, let's not tell Dr. Rume what happened, let's act it out. And IYABO was like, I will direct you people should tell him what happened. And so he was like, Tanya got up and stood in front of Chioma, like the way Tanya was standing in front of Mariam and chested her and everything. It was just funny. It was a little bit childish. And then one thing that really upset me, and it's still IYABO. IYABO, I don't understand your problem this season. She said that Faith is trying to compete with Chioma. I mean, like, Faith is coming for Chioma's crown. How Faith is not even beautiful and does not even have brains, and wants to compete with someone like Chioma that is beautiful and is a lawyer and is this and is, I mean, this is your fake friendship. I'm waiting for it to explode, because sooner or later, the explosion that will happen. I don't understand where they are coming from. This is a friendship. All of a sudden, Chioma and IYABO, the blend, it does not even go. The mixture does not even go for me. You know, and I don't even think Faith is trying to compete with anyone. Talk less of Chioma. I don't understand. They just have this thing. I mean, it's really true that when you're living your life, it's only somebody that is beneath you who kind of feel this inferior. If you're not beneath somebody, I don't think you have this sort of thing. I don't know what her problem is, but IYABO, you are really turning me on. I really love her on Instagram. Mind you, this woman is killing it on Instagram and TikTok. She's so funny. You people saw her last video that she did, Zlatan. It's like Zlatan Ibile dropped a new single, and so she did like, Amara 2 bottles lay, Ama 3 bottles, Oshema say 10 bottles. I don't know the song too well, but she did one video and it is hilarious. But on the Real Housewives, I don't know. This your personality, or I don't like it, IYABO. Seriously, I don't like it. But I mean, I don't know. But comparing Faith and Chioma together, no, you're already bringing problem where there's no problem. You're already trying to divide a friendship that has not even started. And I don't support it. This has never had nothing to do with competition between Chioma and Faith. And don't bring it up, because it's just too much. And I don't know, this is your support for Chioma, we all know what Chioma did to Caroline. I have not forgotten. So be very careful, IYABO. And this your hatred for Faith. She dates your husband. I don't understand. She dates your boyfriend. What is your problem with her? I don't understand. And you know, when she's talking and she's vibrating, you know when she's really into something. It's not that deep, IYABO. Please, it's not that deep. We understand, but this drama thing is really not that deep. Well, then the next season, you guys know I like to read, so I don't forget anything. You know, I write everything down. So the next scene, and I see, in fact, I don't talk. You should just leave comments. Say what you think about this entire episode or this season, because I don't understand. And then the next scene we saw Faith Tanya and Laura at they had a lunch, so they had like a brunch or lunch somewhere. I mean, the fashion, these women are the joke. One thing I like about them is that they bring their A game when it comes to fashion. I love Laura's is it purple or just puffy dress? It was so pretty. And you know Faith, who they breed. Auntie Faith, under this hot sun, under they go. And Tiana too, you know, Tiana is always giving us something very interesting. And that's one thing I love about Tiana. She will dress fashionably, but it's also very interesting and different. So yeah, they were talking, and you know, Tiana Tiana brought up the fact that she had a fight with Mariam at the palace, and the girls were surprised. Faith and Laura were surprised. It was like, Abba, if you 14 years of friendship. I think Laura was not buying it, because Laura was like, why would you fight with your friend like that now? And Faith, on the other hand, Faith actually said she's not going to believe everything Tiana is saying, because she was not there and she does not want to hear one side of the story. So she prefers to just listen and don't say anything, and don't comment, and don't try. You see somebody that has integrity. I don't know if it's integrity or mature brain. Like, you don't just judge something because one person told you. You were not at the event. Though she's not even friends with Mariam like that, but she did not pick any sides. She did not pick a side, and that's one thing IYABO needs to learn. I don't understand. Even two were not concerned IYABO, they put him up for day. Like, why would you do that? Or picking sides because the other person is not there. I don't know, maybe because she thinks she's older and she can, you know, how can they call, threaten or make the other person feel small, something like, I don't know. And she's always looking for gang. She cannot work on her own. She needs like some sort of small group to function. Faith, just stand on your own. Keep standing, girl. You're already standing. Sit, fit, tall, Amazon goddess as you are. Keep standing on your own. I'm supporting you. I'm for Faith. Oh, if you're for IYABO, it's okay. I don't have any problem with the IYABO. I just feel like no need to hate on Faith, because I've not seen anything that Faith has done all season, all this episode, all this season. Even I have not seen anything negative that she's done or said, and I don't understand why the hatred. I know because of her fashion or the way she talks or what. I don't know. You know, she's just catching natural bad vibe from people she has done nothing to. So that's why I really don't understand. Anyways, that was it. So Tiana was explaining that she does not want to be friends with her, and she's very disappointed the fact that they fought after 14 years of friendship. They're already fighting so much. We are also disappointed, Tiana. Tiana, we are disappointed in you as well. That thing does not need to escalate like that. And sometimes, if you really do have something you want to talk about with somebody, call the person on the side. It must not be in front of everybody, because we already know how that will play out. So I was not d'accord with it. Mariam is, yes, we understand that she's back troublemaker, but still yet, deep like that because of what were you people fighting about? The entire fight itself not even get head and tail. It was just a bunch of I said, she said, she didn't. So I don't know. Anyways, we're getting to the interesting part. We're getting to the part now. We saw Mariam. The next scene now was Mariam was swimming, was having like a pool date with her daughter, and they were swimming, and yeah, we saw her being a mom for the first time. I don't think we've seen her daughter on screen before, so I was like, wow, okay. And her friend walked in, and she started talking about surrogacy and IVF stuff. She said the one that she's been doing before has been painful, and it's like this her friend actually has done surrogacy. She had a child through surrogacy. Guys, I'm really not in support of surrogacy. I don't care what anybody says, because you see, the future of these surrogate children is what I'm worried about. The future, I don't know, but these children, they'll be confused though. They will not know their father. They don't know the person who carried them for belly. They will not know who got pregnant for them. I don't know the future of these children. And then the biological mother, I don't know how much attached will be attached to this child. I'm very scared for the future of these children. I don't know the generation that they are bringing up with this surrogacy. I do understand that, yes, not having a child can be draining, and if this is a way to make people happy, I get it, but I don't know. The thing is, when you don't know about something, you're scared. So I'm just scared for the lives and of these children, these surrogate children. There are so many of them now everywhere. Like, you just see women, they did not get pregnant, and boom, they have children. So I don't know about this one. I don't know. I hope it turned out great. I don't know, but I'm not for surrogacy. But I do understand why people have to do it. So we see Miriam talking about surrogacy and trying to, get pregnant again. And she said she will also she also try natural. And the friend was like, yes, though you are trying to have a surrogate, or you're scared, or you are doing IVF, it does not stop you from trying naturally. And yes, and then she was explaining why she's been, maybe because she's been under IVF, or maybe the process of having children. That's why she's been so upset and fighting with everybody in the group, which I don't believe. Maria, you're not a child. You're not a child. I don't like this thing when people say, it's because of this thing I'm going through that's making me to be like this. I don't like it, because that is just almost like a pass for you to act anyhow. I don't like it. So she was trying to claim that maybe it's because of all these things that she's been putting in her body, the injections, trying to conceive, that's been making her mood. Today she's happy, tomorrow she's not.
Physically attacking me.
I beg. Let me see.
It's just something that.
Actually, this is lemon water. It's not tea. Lemon water. Look at it. Mariam, it's okay. We'll get it, okay? And then the next scene, we saw, guys, let me check it all, please. I don't want to make mistake. And then decided to, and then the next scene was we saw IYABO and her adopted daughter. I don't know if it's adopted daughter or and Tenor. They were doing photo shoots, and you guys know IYABO's Tiana was doing photo shoot with her son Tenor and an adopted daughter. She claimed that the husband found this girl somewhere, and since then the girl had been doing modeling, and so which is really nice, which is really nice to see, like, a random child at the roadside, and and you take her in and help her build a career. I heard she actually featured in Tiwa Savay's video. This was impressive. So, and she's a very beautiful girl, like her eyes, the color of her hair. Good job, Tiana. Good job, Tiana. Okay, so that's where we see her. She was there with her husband, and her husband was asking her where she intends to get operation for her neck. We all know that her neck has been destroyed. She started complaining of back pain immediately, whatsoever. And her son is so cute. Tenor is like superstar, and he owns it. Tenor is a very bold kid. That's good. And then the next episode, we saw Laura and her husband. They went on a lunch date. And Laura is saying that she's going to be wearing a veil until she actually walks down the aisle.
Okay.
Up until the day she walks down the aisle, she should be wearing a veil to go out every day. And she was serious. You see her wearing a black veil with her husband, everything extra. These women, I get it. You guys are truly the housewives, because the drama of everything. But it was good. I loved it. She was just having a cool day with her husband. They seemed to be very friendly with each other. Yeah. Kudos, Laura. And then we saw Tanya and her husband. We have not really seen Tanya's husband all season. So this was the first episode when he was with Tanya. And they were at the new store. It's like she wants to open a new store, Ziva. And he was just going around. He's just a small guy. He looks like a small, timid. I don't know if he's timid or just... He's just being a man, just small, just simple. I could barely recognize him because I'd not seen him. So it was after some time when I was okay, wait, that's the same guy that she introduced in the beginning. So yeah, so he was just a cool guy. Well, and then we saw Tanya from there, after showing her husband the new Ziva space, which was still uncompleted. She now went home. Her father was waiting for her. Her father is a white guy. He's white, sorry. What am I saying? Her father is white, and they seem to have a very good relationship. I don't know what they do when they just... It's like the camera comes into their house and says, "Down, I want to shoot you today. Create a scene or create something." And then she'll call her father or call her husband, and then they just sit in front of the camera, not knowing really what to say. I don't understand. How does it work? Because it's like they're always, it's like, I don't know, but the scene, this, I don't know. It just looked or felt awkward, because most of the times when you see that they are bringing somebody new, the person does not really say anything. They don't really say anything much. Is the maybe the real housewife that is always trying to force out words, say something, act normal. I don't understand this one, but the shooting should be random. I think the shooting maybe is so calculated that, you know, does not come out well. I see they were struggling to talk. Her father was struggling to talk. I mean, well then, now we go to, I think this was the final scene, right? This was the final scene where we're at Tiana's museum. Tiana actually launched a runway where she was exposing dresses. The dresses, the new collection of Tiana is so creative. I'm always confusing her name. Tiana is so, or just call her Tony. Tony is so creative, guys. Man, look at everything. Tony is so when I say Tony, you know, it's Tiana. You know, Tiana's empire. So Tiana is the same name. She's so creative, guys. This was Tony's museum, or Tiana's museum, and it was so like all those dresses. Like there's a pot dress, there's denim, there's like a shrine head, a masquerade head. There's skulls. She was wearing like skulls and horns. I mean, Tony, kudos. I don't know where the inspiration is coming from. There was a balloon dress, newspaper dress. Man, it was so, it's very interesting because it's different from, you know, runways, and I think this is something that Kanye West will like. I don't know. This is definitely something Kanye will like. She's crazy. She's really wild with her imagination and her sense of fashion. She's really extra. And it's nice. I like it for her. She's different. There's nothing wrong with being different. Everything must not be sexy and glamorous. And I love the way she dressed Fade. Fade was looking so good. But then again, IYABO came with her wahala. You can imagine, Laura was sitting right beside IYABO. And IYABO was still gossiping about Laura. Meanwhile, like, IYABO was telling Chioma, like, this is the fashion show that will teach other people what a fashion show is all about. And the camera, and she was referring to Laura. The camera actually rewind when Laura was doing her own fashion show. I mean, you can't compare. This was the beginner stages, and IYABO has been in this game for like 15, 20 years. You can't compare. It's like you, Auntie IYABO. You have been in the film industry for 25 years. Person who don't be for the film industry for 40, 50 years will still shame you somehow, or say, this one is still growing. So it just depends the duration of the time you've been there. This was Laura's first runway ever. You don't expect it to be the same for someone that has been doing. Auntie IYABO. I like you, but please, it's okay. Everything must not be like that. So she was, and I don't like it because Laura was sitting right there. And, you know, being nice. Laura is really nice this season. Like, when someone is nice, I do appreciate it. And I definitely think that we should give people grace for trying to be all nice and not be full of animosity, bitterness. I mean, when someone is coming out nice, we should give them their flowers. It's really not easy, considering that these are busy women, booked, busy, and they're having so many things running for them, and they're still trying to come out here and being polite. IYABO is just being plain disrespectful this episode. That's just what I find. Just disrespectful for nothing. I love her, but she's being disrespectful. I love her drama too, but she's being disrespectful. IYABO is my man, oh. I like her because I go to her TikTok page like mad, but she's just being disrespectful. I don't know if it's fun or this is just her strategy, but yeah, calling out Laura for a fashion show flop or anything, it wasn't really important. We just see and appreciate and move on. And at one point she said she wanted to pee, and that was when Faith was coming in, because Faith was actually also in the runway. So she was like this red dress with a crown. She's looking really cute. You know, Faith is always guys, the truth is, the fashion sense, if you're not watching this show for anything, just watch it for fashion. You will have a good time. It's so interesting, guys. You enjoy the fashion of these women. They are bringing it. They are bringing it. So I really do. And then there are a lot of celebrities in this Toyin's event. Like the celebrities that were doing the runway. There are a lot of them, like Big Brother stars and stuff like that. Yeah, so we got to see that. And then yeah, I actually said that this Toyin's events will trash Laura. It will trash Laura and that Laura's crazy event that she hosted. IYABO. And then after that, we saw that everything was finished, and IYABO and Toyin was complaining of being very tired and exhausted, so she said she just left home. She didn't even sit or to welcome the ladies or her guests. She just left. She went home. And this was like a 40 people event, so it was really small. I kind of think she just did it for the camera, you know, to exhibit or expose her brand whatsoever. So it wasn't really crowded. And yes, we saw she left and Faith also went home. And then now it was just left with Choma, Laura, IYABO, Dr. Rume, 4 of them, and Tanya. And they were sitting and talking. And it was like Laura asked why Mariam was not invited. And everybody was just like, why would she be invited? So she should come and start fighting, because it's like that's the new one that's going around. Like, if you don't want to invite her somewhere because she goes around fighting, and she can even come and fight people at people's events. So yeah, Laura was like, no, but I mean, give her the grace, give her the benefit of the doubt. You can't host something like this and don't invite your friend. 14 years of friendship. And Dr. Rume just picked it from there. He was like, auntie Laura, you are talking. Maybe you are the one who told me that you heard something negative about my name. But I've been asking you what they said, and you refused to tell me. So Dr. Rume started his own wahala with Laura. And Laura was like, but look, I really do understand what Laura was like. Dr. Rume, we're not friends like that. I'm not expecting you don't expect me to come and just confess everything I hear about you just like that. We're not friends. If we were probably friends, maybe I would have been like, girl, I heard this and that, and I'm telling you. And I get her point. She's really not friends with Dr. Rume. All through this season, we've not really seen them together. So I get her point. And then it was like IYABO was just like, what is Laura talking about? And she was sitting at the corner and just making her face. You know, Laura was sitting in this she was just like, what's this one talking? It's almost like she was waiting for her own turn to come so that let her just finish Laura. And she did not even hesitate. She just picked up the conversation from Dr. Rume. Until she was even bumping Dr. Rume, like, stop talking, let me finish this thing for you. That Laura is talking. Who is she to talk when it comes to something like that? It's not her event, and she shouldn't talk if she's not giving people the same grace, if she's not also being genuine or friend or like why would she tell Dr. Rume in the first place that she's been hearing, you know, gossip about Dr. Rume, and then refuse to tell Dr. Rume? Why would she even say that in the first place if that's not some sort of drama or problem she's looking for? And why is she trying to say that like IYABO was just picking on Laura for nothing? And I really appreciate Laura for just being calm. I don't know why Laura is being calm this season. Laura, please, I'm not liking it at all. Don't be Tanya. Tanya is kind of follow. Even though we're seeing that Tanya is kind of, I don't know if she's follow, but Tanya is like, she has a plan ahead. She wants to remain in the show. So if it takes that she should be friends with IYABO and Choma to remain in the show, she will be friends with them to remain in the show and build her brand. She's kind of a businesswoman. I can be like her. I don't know, but I can be like her. If I want something out of my life, I'll be like, yes, ma, yes, sir, or just zip my mouth if I want something in future. But Laura, you are not in the same shoes. You're not wearing the same shoe with Tanya, because you know why I'm saying this. I don't know why Caroline is still not in this season. I feel like IYABO has so much power that she can actually pick and choose who should be on the season or who shouldn't. Or is it that it's Caroline that actually declined not to be on this season? I don't know, guys. Leave comments on the comment section. Don't come for me, oh. I'm only having conversation with you people, oh. I'm only just saying my mind, because it's like IYABO has so much powers, because there's no way she'll be flaunting herself and trying to be disrespectful, or everybody should just respect her if she doesn't have some sort of power over this show. So I don't know if she's also a normal employee that they are paying. But if she's one of the producers or back people, maybe I understand why she's having too much power and influence over so many people, and she's going around saying what she has to say, not caring what they do. I don't know, maybe. So maybe Tanya is just watching her steps and joining the winning team. Maybe she know who put her for the show, so she dey respect who put her inside the show. Now, maybe Faith came to the show on her own, no, or because of her whatsoever, her status. So maybe she does not have to lick anybody's toe. Or even if she came through you, doesn't mean she still has to lick your toe. Because all IYABO is saying is, she does not have manners. She does not respect people. She's always doing shwan, accent, Port Harcourt accent, European accent, London accent, because all her own. All IYABO is looking for is respect. Respect, I don't even understand. Like, my dear, go home and get the respect from your children. I've said this time without number, you will not come to a show like this and be looking for grown women to respect you. I don't get it. Like, are you feeding these women? No. Some of them are even way richer than you. So if it's money, maybe Mariam is very rich. Faith seems to be very, very rich. Tanya is also balling. And all these girls are balling. So who are you asking for respect for? If you think you're too big and they're not respecting you enough, my dear, kindly pack your bag and leave the show for the youngsters. For the youngsters to do their thing. So, she was being disrespectful to Laura. And I don't like the fact that Laura did not stand up for herself. I'm standing up for you, Laura, if you ever have to see this. IYABO, leave people alone. And just because someone does not want to fight with you doesn't mean that you're winning anything. You're not winning anything.
Something was said.
No, you are not. You're just exposing yourself for how bitter you are. Or dramatic. How vindictive, how unforgiving you are. Because some of these things should have been burnt and moved on. Why are you still there? Why are you still regurgitating something that is supposed to be dead? This thing you dead this thing. Let it be dead. Okay, so this was just how it went, and you all know my take on it. Guys, I don't support IYABO. I don't. And then we got to see the next episode. They just flashed us a little bit on episode 11. And this flash, she should be pregnant.
So I'm home. I'm about to go to my store, but I'm feeling.
She should be pregnant. She said she knows that she's not been feeling well, and she kind of feels like she knows what the problem is. So, congrats, Laura. Congrats, and we're very happy for you. And you're getting married, so 3 kids. Woohoo! So yes, and then they were also going on a yacht, and then it's like IYABO started fighting as usual. I think with Faith or Chioma, and someone said something like IYABO is always looking for a gang to fight people, or Chioma is looking for a gang to fight people. Like I said before, guys, we're going to see so much more on the next season. I told you people, like, IYABO cannot do without a gang. She needs some sort of companions. She needs allies. She needs allies to be able to do any of her atrocities. I don't understand this woman this season. And she's so mature. I mean, she's old, she's elderly. I don't have any problem with older people. Please don't come for me. She's elderly, so I was not expecting her with this much drama or this much hatred for people, you know, for the younger women, for the younger ladies. I mean, yeah, but you can do better. But that's it for me today. Until next episode, that's next Friday. I'm bringing you all the tea with evidence. Like I said, I'm bringing you all the tea with evidence next week, Friday. And yes, we'll see if Laura is truly pregnant. Until next time, love you guys so much. Until next time, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, my name is LaNantitude. Is it LaNantitude? Yes, it's LaNantitude. My name is LaNantitude. Please share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comment if I'm doing it well, or if you need more juice, more information. Please do leave your comment and tell me so that I know what to attack and when not to attack. But until next time, ciao. I love you.
Hey, are you saying anything?